Your brain cancels roughly 70% of the sensations your own body produces. Right now, you can't feel the shirt on your back. You can't feel your tongue in your mouth. You couldn't feel either of those things until I mentioned them. Your brain is running a constant filter, deleting everything predictable so you can notice everything that isn't. And tickling is where that filter reveals its entire architecture. Try it right now. Run your finger along the bottom of your foot. Nothing. Now imagine someone else doing the exact same motion with the exact same force. You'd jolt. You'd laugh. You might kick them in the face. Same nerve endings. Same skin. Completely different experience. Something in your brain is deciding which touches count and which don't. The system responsible is called the efference copy. Every time your brain sends a motor command, move your arm, wiggle your fingers, it simultaneously sends a copy of that command to your sensory system, a prediction. If the actual sensation matches a prediction, it gets canceled, deleted. You never feel it. This is happening thousands of times per second. Your eyes make tiny jumps called saccades, 3 per second. Each one should blur your vision, but your brain predicts the blur and edits it out. You're not seeing raw reality. You're seeing a version your brain decided is more useful. Same with sound. When you speak, the bones in your middle ear tighten before your voice hits. Your brain turns down the volume in advance. This is why recordings of your voice sound wrong. You've never heard yourself at full volume. And this is why you can't tickle yourself. When you reach for your own foot, the efference copy arrives first. Your sensory cortex gets a prediction. A light touch is coming. The actual touch arrives, matches perfectly, gets suppressed. You generated it. You predicted it. Irrelevant, deleted. But when someone else touches you, no prediction. The sensation arrives unannounced. An unpredicted touch triggers an alarm system that has kept primates alive for 30 million years. In 1998, neuroscientists at University College London proved this. They built a robot that tickled people's palms. When subjects controlled it directly, nothing. Brain canceled it. But when they added a 200 millisecond delay between the button press and the tickle, subjects started feeling it. By 300 milliseconds, it felt like someone else entirely, a fifth of a second. That's all it takes to break the prediction. But here's where it gets strange. The system doesn't just process touch, it processes your thoughts. Neuroscientist Sarah Jane Blakemore proposed that the efference copy is fundamentally a system for distinguishing self from other, my actions from external events, my thoughts from thoughts that feel like they came from outside. And when the system breaks, the result is schizophrenia. People with certain forms of schizophrenia hear voices, not metaphorical, actual auditory experiences. Blakemore's explanation: those voices are the brain's own internal monologue without the efference copy tagging them as self-generated. The thought arrives at your auditory cortex without a "this is yours" label. So your brain interprets it as coming from someone else. Studies confirm this. People with auditory hallucinations can tickle themselves. Their prediction system isn't working. The boundary between self and other is blurred. The same mechanism. When it works, you can't tickle yourself and your inner voice stays internal. When it breaks, you can tickle yourself and your own thoughts sound like a stranger. You experience this every night. In dreams, your brain generates entire worlds, characters, conversations. And you believe all of it is real, because during REM sleep, the efference copy goes offline. Your brain produces experiences and forgets it's the one producing them. Every night you lose the boundary between self and other. Every morning, it reboots. The reason you can't tickle yourself isn't trivia. It's the signature of a system that maintains the most fundamental experience of being conscious, the feeling that your thoughts are yours. And that feeling is just a prediction your brain happens to be getting right.